What's good, guys? Welcome to the first edition of the new year of the altcoin bosses. Mad love and respect for anyone that's passing through to the channel and you are new. Be sure to like and subscribe at the end of the video. So today's video is going to be focusing on establishing the pattern in various altcoins. Now, as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, there hasn't been much activity with Bitcoin across the board. Okay, it's mainly been all to do with the altcoins and the altcoin dominance that is being situated across the crypto market itself. We ain't seen much activity in Bitcoin, which gives the freedom for the altcoins to start making some movements. But what you want to be aware of is you want to just try and find altcoins that are showing strength at the 50. All right, because this is the basis of the pattern. Now, the pattern is something that we look for every single day, and it consists of a move to the upside, a retrace back down to the 50 or whatever moving average it is that you're trading it from, and then a continuation back up, because the idea is that the trend that already started to the upside is now taking a break, retracing back down, hitting liquidity from the previous move up after retail traders got trapped, and then reversing back up again and continuing with the initial move to the upside. Now, the beautiful thing about the pattern itself is it's not biased. Okay, we can take it to the upside, to the downside, it will still form its same structure, and you will see the same structure happening over and over again in many altcoins across the board. All right, now what we need to be looking for, ladies and gentlemen, given that we have had a lot of altcoins making moves over these past few days, especially since the start of the during up until the Christmas period. Okay, what we're looking for is we're looking for notable volume to be stepping in at the times when the actual altcoin that is forming the pattern is looking to start moving away from that area of support. Okay, now as you can see right here, we've got Carver as an example. Okay, so Carver has been moving nicely to the upside, as you can see, and we've had this basing at the when price came all the way down to the lows, mimicking Bitcoin's behavior. Okay, and then you can see that it's actually found the traction, they formed the base, and now they've shifted away from the actual area of consolidation, which is down here, and you can tell straight away that you are in line for a potential pattern play with Carver, and it's in the process of trying to set it up and get ready to make the move forward. Okay, now what you've got to be aware of, ladies and gentlemen, is it's easy to just make the assumption that for every altcoin that has made a move to the upside, when it pulls back, that it's going to complete this pattern, because that's not always the case. You always have to factor in what has it done beforehand in order for us to understand why it's done what it's done right now. Is what it's doing right now in line with what the market maker is trying to achieve? So what we then look to do is we look at the previous pools of liquidity. As you can see, these red areas right here is where there are previous pools of liquidity from the last move that happened to the downside. And as you can see, they are all matching up previous zones of liquidity in this coin. Okay, so what we're looking for, principally what we're looking for, is we're looking to see for every retrace back down, will the support step in this altcoin and in other various altcoins as well, in order for us to solidify that it's going to continue higher. Okay, so there are many ways that you can actually trade the pattern itself. All right, you can have the actual advanced entry, which would get you to start opening positions in this area right here, and then of course you've got the more of a safety, a bit of an orthodox entry point where you're waiting to see if they can break out the previous high. Okay, because the advanced entry point right here can sometimes lead to a little bit of failure, because if the price is moving up to this point right here and momentum starts to come in, if the momentum starts to falter in this area, okay, then you would be seeing an M formation appearing in this zone, and they could actually pull it back. Okay, so you've got to be sure that you're aware of where you are in terms of a cyclical move before you can actually say, yeah, this is going to continue to the upside, or it's actually going to prepare for another attempt to the high to trap in the retail traders and then reverse price back down. Okay, now earlier on with this coin, we actually established that we have seen 3 moves to the upside. So you had the pattern formation down here, which was a little bit of a sharp V play right here. Price comes up, level 1, rise up, level 2, and then principally this would be the rise up level 3 peak formation. But because of the altcoin dominance, we might see an extended version of this move, and they may even come a little bit higher and then start the peak formation in and around the $5.40 mark. Okay, but that's on the principle that they actually show support from this range right here. Okay, so you've got to sit tight. You've got to be patient with the development of the pattern. All right, let's have a look at some other altcoins which are actually showing the same behavior. The best thing for you to do when you are trying to hunt for altcoins that are actually starting to form patterns is look at the altcoins that are actually trading at a loss. Okay, because look, Carver's trading at a loss, but we can tell that we are looking potentially to form a pattern in order for it to continue higher. Okay, look at Kai. Let's see, any interest in there? Well, this is the opposite of the pattern itself. Check this out. This is to the downside. So you've got the drop, the retrace, the continuation to the downside. So a valid entry point could have been at the retrace of the 50. You could have entered in this area here, entered short at a bit of an advanced entry right there. And you could have been a little bit more conservative and probably entered in this area right here, which would then give you a little bit of a return. Okay, so it's like that improves the chances of your trade, you know, completing, or should I say you realizing a return on your trade quick. Okay, but it may not last that long because it could actually reverse it back up. But it looks like the momentum is actually pushing price down lower, and we could potentially see the range daily low getting realized to the downside if the momentum is going to be in Cardia chain, if it's going to continue lower. Okay, let's find another coin. Curve. Right, so curve right now, not really showing. Well, yeah, there is a little bit of a pattern formation right there, which one could have exploited this on the hour time frame. Look at, you've got the drop, the retrace, continuation to the downside. That by principle could be an FTD play, okay, where you fool the dealer. And then your entry point, again, could have been in this area right here at the instant breakaway from the 50 EMA. So you can see how patterns develop in the altcoins themselves, and it's just about getting ready to find and waiting for them to play out. Yasmi token. Here we go. Not so much of a clear pattern there. This coin is quite a sporadic coin. It just does a lot of spiky behavior. So you want to try and stay away from coins like this. Trias. Same again. Just drifting to the downside. Very, very, very sharp formation here. Not ideal. You want to see clean moves away from the 50 EMA and then back towards it. That's what you're looking for when you're trading the pattern itself. Chromium, here we go. Okay, so here's one. This could actually play out to one. So look, you've got yourself the drop, you've got the retrace back up, and potentially a continuation back down. Okay, so that could be a play. Your entry could have been on the development of this actual pattern itself, and you could have gone short in this area here, and then of course you would still be waiting for a validation of the breakdown here for you to actually get in terms of a conservative entry point. So it hasn't actually broken it just yet, so you've got to sit tight. Okay, Crow's actually done it as well. You can see it, nice clean move. Here it is. So you've got the drop away from the moving average, retrace back towards it, continuation to the downside. All right, we were looking at Crow earlier on today. Beautiful move. Yeah? So when you're looking for a pattern, ladies and gentlemen, especially with altcoins seem to just deliver fantastic gains. They like to stick to certain formations and cyclical patterns. So your goal really is to just try and find altcoins that are actually pulling back or away from their daily opens. All right, start off by looking at coins that are in the red so you can see which ones are pulling away. And then when you're looking at coins that are actually performing well, so look at LTX. All right, here we go. So you can see that there was a potential for a pattern to start forming here. So you can see that we've got a rise, retrace, and then potentially a continuation up. But it all depends on whether this is actually going to follow through or not, because we have had quite a few moves to the upside with this coin. You can see level 1 rise, drop, level 2 rise, drop, and then level 3 rise, peak formation. So you've got to establish where you are in the cycle, ladies and gentlemen, when you're looking for the patterns. Principally, this is what you're looking for. This is the cyclical pattern that you see me drawing all the time in the streams. All right, so there's the M formation drop, and then you've got the cycle formation right there. So what you're looking for, ladies and gentlemen, for coins to the upside, you're looking for coins that are actually showing the pattern. So you've got rise, retrace, continuation up. All right, entry points, one right there. And then, of course, you've got this entry point right here, which is more of a conservative entry. Then you have, let me do this one. You've got the same again here. Entry point there, conservative entry. Got to be careful with the level 3 as well, because you could be getting involved in a trade right here and it could actually just formulate an M formation and then drop back down. All right. So when you see that, you'll know that you'll be expecting a drop down and then a retrace back up and then entry point right here or conservative entry right there. Okay? So I hope that puts things into perspective for you, because of course it's all quiet across the board. Bitcoin ain't doing much, ladies and gentlemen. And ideally, you know, in tonight's stream, we're going to be trying to establish what Bitcoin has got in store for us in the Asian session. So, oh my goodness, what has Bitcoin done? All right, okay. Yeah, of course it's going to do it without my attention. Of course it is. Well, they've done exactly that what we expected them to do. They've come back down towards the daily open. What a story. I'm looking forward to speaking about Bitcoin later on tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, mad love and respect for watching today's video. It's short and sweet, keeping your attention span as much as I physically can without chewing your ear off as often as I normally would. But I just want to thank you all, and let's see what they've got in store for us tonight. Mad love and respect to all of you. Take care of yourselves. Peace.